3 ghastly gray shadows forced low by the clouds were rushing quickly to the northeast. Underneath them, a wide, steely blue belt of the Volga River flashed now and again through the gaps in the fog and the rain, their only reliable landmark in such weather. Perhaps if the situation had gone slightly different, I would have found time to enjoy the scenery, comparing the predatory silhouettes of our aircraft with the formidable Valkyries from the Norse legends, but not today. Today, everything went wrong, from the very start. The morning began with me burning myself badly when I spilled my coffee. Then, abruptly deteriorating weather conditions made us return early from the day's mission. And our preparations to relocate, which began in the afternoon, started far behind schedule. Only a few vehicles from the fuel transport convoy reached the airfield on time, the rest firmly stuck in the mud, somewhere on their way to Dugino. After refueling, some of the fighters took off immediately, while all we could do was wait. It was just starting to rain and snow, and that didn't bode well. Bad flying weather was to be expected for the next day. I started to prepare for the relocation at my own risk and ordered the remaining fuel be divided up among the flight's aircraft, believing I could make it regardless. When it seemed like all of our problems were behind us, Feldwebel Schultz, the leader of the second pair, couldn't handle the soaked ground and spun out across the runway, breaking the landing gear strut. After much too long of a delay over the airfield, I decided to fly in a group of 3. And then, when the red eye of the fuel reserve lamp lit in my half-dark cockpit, before I estimated it would, my nerves began to give way. Below us was unfriendly territory, just recently occupied by our forces and teeming with Russians trying to break out. Should my engine stop, a forced landing or a parachute jump could easily cost me my life. I also understood perfectly well that if I didn't deliver the remaining aircraft to Migalovo Airfield, I would probably have to say goodbye not only to my position as commander of the flight, but to that long-awaited rank of lieutenant as well. Not the most inspiring prospect. We just passed Starista, since landing at that ill-equipped airfield seems like suicide. According to the map, we still have about 60 kilometers to Kalinin, and I need to make it to that airfield at all cost. So those are Soviet lines down there burning to the left. And just up ahead is a German side of the river. That's one of our towns. Yeah, we are dangerously low on fuel here. So let's back off on the throttle a little bit. We're going to go into the fuel conserving mode. I believe that's going to be about 0.8 on the ATA. We're going to try and fly over the German side of the river, just in case. Man, the BF-109F model. So beautiful. Alright. So the river is still down beneath us. And if we just follow it past the next couple of bends... Oh, never mind. There's the bend. That's where we need to go. I believe it's a 50-degree heading for another 5 minutes, and then we're at the airfield. Fuel situation is still extremely desperate. We're gonna have to choke this engine down to the absolute minimum. I believe 380 is the maximum airspeed you want to be at for fuel conservation. And you can see one of the bridges that was destroyed by the Soviets in order to trap a pocket of Germans across the river. There's a battle going on. Here, let's see if we can spot anybody to take a pass at. Yeah, I see some machine gunners right there on the woods. I know I shouldn't do this, but let's go back around real quick. Man, I really don't want to risk my plane, but I do want to help these guys out. Oof. Yeah, that was a stupid idea. We're not going to risk that again. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Okay, this is the last bend in the river. I'm pretty sure we should be able to see Kalinin just on the other side of this forest. But it's kind of hard to see through all the rain. Ooh, I need to spot this airfield now. It's getting dark and I'm out of fuel. There it is, I can see the airstrip. I'm directly in line with it. Fucking finally, okay. We are just about to choke out on fuel. I really need to get the gear down. And let's drop a little bit of flaps. Still having a hard time seeing it through the rain, but that's where we need to be. Okay, here we go. 200 miles an hour. Throttle cut all the way. And we're gonna land. Pretty smooth landing. Could have been a little bit smoother, but that's pretty good considering the circumstances. Okay, let's get this thing off the runway, let my friendly land, and we'll get it refilled for tomorrow morning. Okay, Let's go park this thing. My teammate should have just landed behind me. We'll get it into a hangar and away from direct shell fire. The Soviets have this thing nailed. Oh, my engine cut out while trying to park. Okay. Well, that is a successful landing. We got these BF-109s transferred. And there they are. Friendly fighter cover taken to the sky. That's going to be us tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this longer form of gameplay video with all the cinematics and the cool shots in it, please subscribe. I like making these too. So check back next Friday and I'm going to have the next campaign video up for the 10 Days in Autumn campaign. I'm going to do one of the missions each week for I guess the next 10 weeks or however many missions is left in the campaign. Okay, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next.